What are some typical traits of Gen Xers that can help you work with and manage them? Hey folks, my name's Kirk and I'm here with practical leadership tips for you and your team. All right, so you got a Gen Xer on your team or someone from Generation X. So that means a couple things. Let's talk about a few traits that Gen Xers tend to possess and how that can help you better manage them. So first thing is that they're generally born between 65 and 79. So they're around 45 to 60 right now. Those are the people you're working with on your team. They'll be in that age range, all right? They tend to be pretty independent and adaptable. They grew up during the digital age as it was kind of coming of age. And so they tend to be a bit more flexible and adaptable than the generation before it that didn't really use much technology, or the generation after that was born with technology being kind of the expectation. So they tend to be quite results oriented. So you want to focus on how can I get them to think about results for the team, results for themselves personally. All right. And they prefer straightforward, genuine leaders. So they don't want that authoritative approach. They want someone that's really just genuine and down to earth with them, but also straightforward. So try to be direct, try to clarify expectations, and be transparent as much as possible. And the last one is that they prefer a teamwork leadership approach. So instead of that authoritative, do what I tell you to do, don't ask questions, they prefer an approach that's more about collaboration and how can we as the team solve the problem, with the leader certainly giving some guidance, but not necessarily being the authoritarian that they might have been in the past. All right, so there's a quick run through of a couple of traits of Gen Xers, but keep in mind that everyone is a unique individual. I know that sounds cheesy to say, but I say that because you don't want to fall into the trap of treating an employee of a certain generation a certain way just because simply, well, you're a Gen Xer. I thought you liked those things, or I thought that's what motivated you. At the end of the day, you got to take the time, if you're a leader, to get to know the people on your team individually, because that will tell you whether or not they have some of the traits that the typical person of their generation does, or whether they're different from that. And once you understand that, you can better motivate them. Like and follow for more practical leadership tips.